Alright guys, welcome back to my Let's Play of Dead Space. We are going to be continuing right where we left off, and in the last episode, we boarded the USM Valor, a military vessel that had crashed into our hull due to some unforeseen complications, and we got a singularity core, I believe it was called, for a shuttle, so we can escape. So, moving right along, we are going to go to Chapter 10, End of Days. And hopefully loading. Now, thinking about last episode, the events of last episode, and sort of the ship and military branch that was involved, I do have a request to talk about that more, and I apologize for not talking about that more.
Isaac, I've located the shuttle Hammond found. Shit. No good. That shuttle's brain dead. Someone removed the navigation cards. God knows why. There's 3 of them scattered around the deck. I'm downloading their locations. I can't access the doors from here, so you'll need a crew key. If you can find those parts, I think we can get that shuttle operational again.
So, how EarthGov is set up is, you know, there's a government and there's politics. It's mainly a capitalistic society, I believe. Sorry, if we listen closely there, we can hear the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star theme from the beginning of the game. It's very creepy. We can see that these people have been stabbed or killed, all in the same or similar manner. Seen sprawling on the ground here. Again, unitology at its best. But I want to talk about EarthGov. We talked about enough about unitology last part. So EarthGov, it has politics. It's a mainly capitalistic society, as I've just stated. And above that, not much is actually known about Earth's military. It's known that the EarthGov has a security force, has Marines, and has Navy and Special Forces, as seen in Dead Spaces 1, 2, and 3. Throughout the course of all the games and in some graphic novels. But the graphic novels mainly do not feature Isaac Clarke or anyone associated to that. Their own incidents. I believe one book is centered around Michael Altman and his perspective, and that, to my knowledge, gives you a much better view at the religion that we all know and love, unitology. However, EarthGov's military specifically is separated into security, which is not really an official branch. However, I'm going to consider it an official branch because of Titanman Security, where it is part of EarthGov, run by EarthGov, and they have their own security. You saw in the last episode in one of the logs that the military knows about the markers. So does security and all of that good stuff. You have to go up, but I want to check this way first. Fleet Block C. Okay, so I'm going to assume, since there's an open door over there, we're going to have to come back to this place. But anyway, the EarthGov Marines take place, they're like a dual force, attack and defense. They participate in boarding actions, operate on military vessels, defend against boarding actions, anti-piracy, all of that fun stuff. Is what they specifically do. Now, moving forward, The security is responsible for the security of the stations, and I would imagine policing them as well, or at least protecting Earth government assets, like the marker sites, marker hubbing centers, whatever you would like to call them. And from that point, you have the Navy, which obviously is the ships. Now, while the Marines may command the vessels, there are separate naval officers, and they work hand in hand. So the Marines are really like, you know, the infantry. And they work hand in hand with the Navy, and they're, you know, they can command their ships, to my knowledge, as well as other crew personnel. Now, the EarthGov Special Forces, not much is known about them. However, we do know that an individual like John Carver, who we meet in Dead Space 3, is part of their organization. And he was, I believe, guarding or patrolling something, marker site. Which, again, is pretty interesting stuff. But, as a whole, the Earth government's military is not really discussed. We do know that there was a war against the sovereign colonies, where they participated in, as well as a few other events, but other than that, not much is known about that area of EarthGov. And with the other things in the Dead Space games, we can assume that, again, EarthGov is capitalistic, and they have their own versions of politics that may or may not be similar to the United States form of politics in light that, you know, big companies have a lot of say in representation and all of that fun stuff. I don't want to go that way just yet. What's this one? Sorry guys, this is creepy, even for me. And as we can see down there, we've got a better view. Sort of situation, I guess. This is a prime example of unitologists and their beliefs. But moving forward. Oh yeah, this stuff on the ground is called corruption, by the way. I want to talk about necromorphs.
What do you cling to when all must seem so utterly hopeless around you? Dr. Cross was a true believer. She had faith. And now she awaits her transformation. Her rebirth. Are you ready to ascend, Mr. Temple? Of course you are. Have no fear. You will play your part soon enough. Witness the conviction of a true believer! They are ready. Take them. Embrace them.
So, that was Temple. The guy we've heard all those audio logs from, who's the engineer. And, Dr. Mercer over there has just killed him. Bastard. We're gonna pay him back for that. There's a bar. That's fine. Get the music playing a little bit. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet for this part, guys. A bit out at the moment. You're a good guy, Temple. He's gonna climb in there. Alright, so I'm going to talk about Necromorphs 2 now. Because, again, a topic I really haven't talked about all that much in the course of the videos, and there's such a key part to Dead Space lore that it's not even funny. So, come on, Temple. So those people down there, right, that we saw before we talk about Necromorphs, we can assume that Mercer has killed all of them. And we're going to talk about Mercer in, or right now, and then we'll talk about Necromorphs. Oh. Ah! Oh, no, 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 no! Fuck, how am I gonna fight all these people? Come on, Isaac. Come on, Isaac. Fight him, Isaac. Get him off. Oh, fire. Oh. Those ones in particular are difficult. Oh, but anyway, Mercer is, to my knowledge, if I recall it correctly, a unitologist. And he wholeheartedly believes that these people who do not believe in unitology, who are not killed and transformed, will be damned to the pits of hell itself. Damned to the pits of hell itself. That's really creepy, guys. I'm sorry. So, he honestly believes, this psychopath, that killing people is the answer to their salvation. He is one of the researchers aboard this ship as well. Gotta go back up. So he thinks what he's doing is right, what he's doing is justified, and kind of sees himself as a, I guess you could say, patron of the religion?
Mr. Clark, I really must speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and I know you want to hear what I have to say. I can explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry.
Dr. Kyne, you old bastard. We're gonna proceed this way. I'd really like to get more health. That's... Alright. So yeah, that psychopath thinks what he's fully justified in what he's doing. According to the beliefs of unitology. As death is the one way that everyone is cleansed. Or everyone can be cleansed and be that oneness and that redemption sort of factor. Sorry if I'm stopped talking or, mid-sentences and things like that, but I'm really into this at the moment. Didn't know what that was. But anyway, moving on to necromorphs. Now, necromorphs are formed in very different ways. It has something to do with the electro stuff in brains, I believe. I forget the actual term. Electromagnetic? No. Something along those lines. But brainwaves. Which is how the marker directly influences one's mind. Now, with that being said, the marker, I'm pretty sure we talked about a few episodes ago, its purpose is to sort of spread the necromorphs. It's to carry on this broadcasting signal so that way necromorphs can continue to grow. The exact origins of necromorphs is actually unknown. All that's known is they're part of this vicious cycle, which is why there's absolutely nothing else in space. Markers impact the planet as an asteroid would, hide themselves, and then later on...
The life support system in Sleep Block B has been shut down. You'll have to find an override nearby to get to the door.
And then later on, when they get to a certain point, it convinces them to lose their resources, and it sort of reveals itself, leading people towards it. And coming off is this unlimited supply of energy, which they then use and harness and make more markers. But what they don't realize is by making more markers, they're continuing to expand the signal range, allowing the red marker to influence a wider range of people. Oh, no, no, no! Oh. I hate these fucking things, man. There's stuff back there, wasn't there? I want to go get the stuff. Alright. But anyway. Now that I got dragged that whole way. Yeah, so anyway. Necromorphs have a few different ways of spreading. The primary way, as it's seen, is through the infectors, which are those bat-like creatures that latch onto corpses and do all that icky stuff, right? The next right? Is the most basic version, which is the slasher. And then you have the, I think they're called leapers. Which are the sort of torso-esque scorpion ones that attack you with their tails. The slashers are the larger ones with the bone scythes on their hands. They're the most common enemy we'll fight.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
And then you have, lurkers, which are the babies, amongst other things. That's a slasher. I forget what those are. The specific enemy types are called? Ow. But you have a lot of different enemies in Dead Space, a lot of different variety in the game, which is good. I like it. Again, I'm not familiar with the names of all of them,
Please contact repair
but,
specialist.
Anyway. It's gonna be silent because I need to focus on this here real quick. Alright, sorry about that. I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Yeah, so... Alright, I'm gonna run out of this room real quick. I'm gonna suffocate.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Alright, we're gonna look around this area more. It's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to spend some of my hard-earned cash. Bathroom.
Life support and climate system malfunction.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Thank you. I know the game. But yeah, I'm not familiar with all of the terms. I know a good amount of them. Listen to me suffocate here. Need to go that way. We just came from that door. We're gonna explore this door. These effing lurkers, man. Now, I also believe the size of what is being infected determines or helps determine what exactly gets infected. Like, if it's a baby or if it's a small item, right?
Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Oh! Twitcher. Like... a dog or a baby, something like that. Right? Then... they turn to lurkers, which are the baby-like things that crawl around on the ceilings and are really creepy and shoot you with the three tentacle-esque things. Really nasty. But...
life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
But anyway, other than that, there are quite a fair bit of enemies. And it's actually not wholly known how some enemies are made. Like the Brute, which is that big beastie we fought last chapter, or an Elite Brute, which is the big beastie we fought last chapter, and in Chapter 4, I believe, as well as in Chapter 6. Which kind of acts like mini-bosses. But it's not known how they're formed. What is believed is that they take, like, the remains of, like, other necromorphs or whatever, or bodies or whatever, you know. Second time I said it in a row. And they sort of merge them together in a way that makes this creature. They've already gone through here. Which makes up the Berserker. Or Brute, sorry, not Berserker. Brute. I'm confused.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Gotta look around everywhere for stuff. Here, don't we? Here, Isaac's starting to... air's getting a little thin for him. Grab some more air for you, Isaac. You can breathe comfortably. And as far as the markers and necrons are also concerned, it's not known how long they've actually been around. Because this process happens over and over and over again. This happens so many times that, you know, you just kind of lose track, I guess. Real quick, I just want to double check something in the save files. Alright, so I've talked for quite a while. I think that's where we're going to end it. This part at least. So, this has been TK. So far, we've gone and completed sub-objectives. We've seen Temple get killed, and we've need to go find the rest of those crew keys and navigational data for the shuttle in our attempt to escape from the USG Ishimura. Ishimura, so until next time.